Christmas in Lagos was always loud, chaotic, alive. Car horns blasted like trumpets announcing battles. Hawkers shouted over generators that coughed up smoke. Festive lights blinked across the street like confused fireflies, and inside Ikeja City Mall, the air buzzed with Afro-beats remixes of holiday songs, fighting with the chatter of thousands of shoppers. But for Efe, something felt wrong this year. It started with Santa. She had seen many more Santas, fat uncles sweating under itchy red suits, fanning themselves with nylon bags, laughing too loudly. But this one was different. He didn't sweat, he didn't blink, he didn't breathe like a normal person. He just sat on the giant red throne in the display area, stiff and unmoving as children took pictures on his lap. His smile was too wide, his beard too smooth, like woven plastic, his gloves too tight, outlining fingers that looked strangely long. Parents joked about how serious this Santa was. Children didn't laugh. Some refused to sit on his lap. Others returned pale, wide-eyed, suddenly quiet for the rest of the day. If he noticed it all, she was 16, observant and annoyingly curious. She worked part-time at the mall's tech store and passed Santa's booth every day. One day, a little boy sat on Santa's lap, trembling. Santa leaned close, whispering something. The boy's face drained of all color. He slid down slowly and walked away silently, ignoring his mother's questions. Santa never moved his lips, and that was when Efe instinct screamed, "That thing is not a man." Closing time at Ikeja City Mall was always noisy. Cleaners banging metal buckets, store owners dragging shutters down, security guards shouting at stragglers. But on December 23rd, the mall was usually silent. At 10:45 p.m., Efe stayed back to finish an inventory check. When she finally stepped out of the store, the mall lights were already dimming into the nighttime mall. Only one store remained lit, the toy shop behind the Santa display area, and Santa was still sitting there, still, unmoving, staring straight ahead. If he frowned, they always helped the Santa actors out of their costumes. Why was he still sitting there alone? The mall was minutes from locking up. Her heart thudded. She walked closer. "Excuse me, sir. They have closed, oh." No response. She moved closer, slowly, careful not to make noise. Santa's head jerked slightly to the left. If he froze, he hadn't turned toward her, not completely, only the head moved, as if the neck had no bones. A slow, rubbery twist, his unblinking eyes fixed on her.
"Ho ho!"
The voice crackled unnaturally.
Ho!
If he staggered, that voice didn't sound human, it sounded hollow. As she stepped away, she tripped on a cord. Her foot hit the big red chair. Something fell from Santa's shoulder, a small square tag. She picked it up with shaking fingers. Property of Project Noel, BIO unit. Do not remove suits from body. Before she could process that, the mall lights flickered violently, then went out. Darkness swallowed everything. From the Santa booth came a wet stretching sound, like skin peeling from flesh. If his breath caught in her throat, another sound followed, a soft slither across thigh. If he backed away slowly, holding her phone like a shield, she switched on her flashlight. The Santa's suit was no longer on the chair. It lay on the floor, empty, deflated, like skin without bones. If he swallowed her, Jesus Christ! Then something moved behind her. Not footsteps, not breathing. A sliding, stretching sound, like rubber dragging across thigh. If he spun, the suit was calling toward the nearest person, the cleaner who had just entered the corridor with headphones on, humming to himself. "Hey!" If he shouted, "Move!" But before the cleaner saw it, the red suit slipped, not like fabric, but like a living creature, wrapping around his legs, climbing his torso, adhering to his chest like cling film. The cleaner screamed, clawing at his face, but the suit tightened, forcing itself over him, the face marks flattening against his skin, forming eye holes where his eyes should be. If you watched in horror, as the man's finger bent and elongated to match the suit's shape, his back acts unnaturally. His eyes rolled back, leaving blank sockets. Then, the Santa face settled. Perfect, smooth, smiling. The cleaner stood, but it wasn't the cleaner anymore. He opened his mouth. The voice was deeper, distorted.
Ho ho ho.
A face ran. Her sneakers slapped against the polished floor as she sprinted past locked shops and dark hallways. The generation echoed in the hall's belly like a dying heartbeat. Behind her, slow but heavy footsteps followed. She ducked into the stairwell, rushing down 2 flights. The breathing behind her changed. No longer slow, now raspy and clicking. She burst out into the parking garage, deserted, cold, dim lights flickering like tired fireflies. She dashed behind a pillar and crouched, gasping. A metal pipe rolled across the floor. In the distance, if he peeked, Santa stood at the far end of the garage, head tilted, listening. The long shadow stretched like a beast. If he covered her mouth, Santa's head twisted, rotated almost 180 degrees. Then his voice boomed.
You were not on the list.
He began, walking toward her, slow, confident, unhurried. If he ran again, she sprinted towards the far exit, tugging desperately at the metal door. The security had already sealed the exit. She turned around. Santa was closer now. That's how it ends, she whispered to herself. Killed by fake Santa? No way. Her eyes darted around. Then she saw it, a fire alarm switch. She grabbed a nearby metal rod and slammed it into the glass. The alarm screamed. Sprinklers burst open, raining water everywhere, and Santa stopped. The suit sizzled, smoke rose, his face twitched rapidly, like something malfunctioning. If he stared, the suit didn't like water. Santa screamed and charged toward her. If he dodged, grabbed another metal rod, and swung blindly, hitting its chest. The suit peeled, burned, cracked like melting plastic. Santa reeled to the floor, screaming. Then it stopped moving. Steam rose from the deflated red costume. If he dropped the rod, shaking violently. Security rushed in minutes later. Police arrived. The mall tried to claim it was a mechanical costume malfunction, but if he saw what they were quietly loading into a black van, the burned Santa suit still twitching, still trying to move. If he quit a job the next day, but 2 days later, a viral video spread online. A different mall, a different city, a brand new Santa arriving in a sealed crate. The caption read, Project Noel, Unit 02 activated. And in the background, barely visible, the suit's fingers twitched just once, but enough.